Josh Allen set to join us, and the Buffalo Bills quarterback. He is joining us on behalf of us. I get my paperwork here, promoting his cereal, Josh's Jacks, with the proceeds benefiting the Children's Hospital in Buffalo. First place in the AFC West. They won Sunday against the Jets. They got the Patriots coming up this weekend, and kind enough to join us with an interesting sweatshirt. What's it say on the front of your sweatshirt there?
This says talentless.
Okay, why?
It's a brand. Scott Disick. I don't know. It's his brand. I like their stuff. It wasn't like a play on anything. I don't know. I like the brand.
Oh wait, Scott from the Kardashians?
That's right. Yeah.
Have you met him?
No, never. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was on Instagram one day and this ad popped up, and it was targeted obviously for me, and I thought it was a cool brand, and I bought one sweatshirt, and the sweatshirts were so comfortable. I ended up buying like 6 more of them, so I wear them all the time.
But you're not talentless.
No, not at all. I don't think so.
Is that the Buffalo Bills facility you're in, or are you at home?
No, I'm at my house right now. It's my little film.
What's the coolest thing in your house?
I've got my Elvis poster up here.
Ooh, okay.
Big Elvis fan. Coolest thing in my house. I don't have many cool things, if you will. I don't buy a whole lot of things, so that's my most prized possession. I got my Idaho Potato Bowl MVP downstairs too. So
have you been to Graceland?
I've never actually been to Graceland.
Oh.
So I need to get down there.
You got to do the whole tour, man. If you love Elvis, you go on that tour. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's on the bucket list for sure.
So are you an MVP candidate? How do you react when you hear that?
I mean, I'm just trying to do my job, to be honest, and be the best quarterback, the best teammate that I could be for the Buffalo Bills. If that, like I said, has me throwing for 300 yards and 5 touchdowns, or throwing for 100 yards and 0 touchdowns, whatever the case may be, to put us in position to win a football game, that's what I'm for. So I really don't care about any of the other accolades, but being in that contention means our team's winning and we're doing what we're supposed to do. So I'm all for it.
Do you play with a chip on your shoulder?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that it goes back to 0 offers out of high school and 1 out of junior college. And then just kind of being nitpicked and picked apart by everybody, it seems like, in the media. But I really don't. I try my best to not really pay attention to all that stuff. And like I said, focus on being the best that I can be. And I'm a realist, and I acknowledge the flaws in my game and me trying to get better and trying to work on these flaws. And being self-aware, in my opinion, is one of the greatest traits that you can have, especially as a leader of a football team.
What's your biggest flaw?
I think that, they're early on just being the home run first mentality, putting myself and the ball in harm's way too early and, too often. And I think I've kind of toned back on that, and I've had a lot of help along the way and been able to work on my mechanics. 1, but 2, also times up with that, with, the knowledge of the game and knowledge of our offense. And, I think in one area this offseason I've gotten really good at is knowing where I'm protected, knowing where my eyes need to go, at the snap, trying to decipher what a defense is doing and then just trying to find the right answer.
Do you avoid the hits enough?
Not enough, no. And I need to, going back to this last game, there's a couple where I probably could have just slid, but something about, putting my body on the line for my team that I can't shy away from too often.
No.
I know. Trust me.
No. What would your mom say if we lost you? Like, you can't do that. You slide.
I know.
Slide.
And I get the best ability is availability, and I understand that. It just, I've learned. I slid once last game. I slid twice the game before, so I'm definitely keeping a tally of how many times I'm sliding. But if it's 3rd down, if it's 4th down, I got to put my body in line to go get it. I'm going to go do it.
You were a baseball player. You know how to slide. Come on.
I know. I was more of a pitcher though,
You still
so
know how to
I wasn't on
slide.
base too often.
Yeah, you still know how
I
to
know how to
slide.
slide.
What's the worst yelling that you've got from Coach McDermott? Like the worst airing out?
I Coach McDermott, he's more kind of a defensive minded head coach, so he just tries to give me knowledge as far as defensive terminology and scheme goes. Coach Dable was it was my first year. And we were running just a simple spot concept. It was a flat, a little stick route, and a corner route, and we were in the red zone. And the flat popped free right away. And in our read, it is bottom up. You read it low to high. And my buddy Austin Prohl was running the corner route, and I tried to stick in a back shoulder and didn't work out. And I mean, in my headset immediately, I can hear Coach Dable going off. And I look over to the side, and he's beat red, and I mean, he let me have it for a good 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden he calmed down, and he starts thinking about it again. He gets even more angry, but it was just one of those times where, like, I knew I was wrong, and there's nothing I can say to you that's going to make you feel better, except go up the next time and read it bottom up.
You can't turn the volume down in your helmet?
No, unfortunately not. And you got to like, those are the situations where you just kind of have to trust your equipment manager and your equipment staff to be like, I hope you guys didn't turn this too loud, because sometimes it is like kind of painful when he's screaming at you. So that was a long time ago, and he hasn't had much to scream about in the last couple of years. So that's been good.
He's Josh Allen, the Bills quarterback. What was your welcome to the NFL moment?
I mean, I think, I was playing the Chargers. That was my first start. I think just kind of the boat racing that they put on us that game, the blitz, the pressure. Melvin Ingram and Bosa got after me a couple times. I think Derwin James hit me pretty good, but I did shake off one of his tackles. But I think it was that game just being like, this is fast. Because, I was thrown into the mix the week prior right after halftime against Baltimore. And so like I said, it was just going into my first start. I was so excited for it. And, like, things were just, I heard bullets flying by my head. And I was just like, oh, my God, like, I got to be in tune and ready to go, and it was just kind of eye-opening. Then we go up next week and we play Minnesota at Minnesota. We're 20-point underdogs, and we come out and we kind of shock the world there. So that was one of those cool moments.
Does your family still have the farm?
Yeah, they do. And so we're traditionally a row crop, so we do cantaloupe, cotton, and wheat. But me and my dad we purchased about 100 acres worth of pistachio trees, and we're going to start planting these probably in March. So that's something I'm really excited about.
Is it tougher being a farmer or playing quarterback in the NFL?
Farming, for sure. There's just so many elements that you can't control the weather. And that's like one thing farming needs. You need sunshine, you need a lot of rain, and Central California doesn't seem to get too much of the rain sometimes. So it's very hectic, and it's something, I saw my dad struggle with and be super smart about throughout my years. And he was always my biggest role model with just his work ethic and, what he would do to provide for our family. So, football, you just got to make the right decisions and make the right throws without trying to take too many hits.
Give me the quarterback you think would be the worst farmer.
Ooh. In the league or on our team?
In the league.
Let's see. I think Herbert would be a pretty good farmer because he's a marine biologist, right? And I think he would kind of get some of that stuff. So I don't know about that. Maybe Nick Foles. I don't know.
He doesn't look like he wants to get his hands dirty or what?
No, he's just. I don't know. He's just.
Well, wait. How do you think Brady would do? How do you think Brady would do on the farm there, Josh?
I don't know. He's kind of old timey. I think he gets a lot of things. You know what? I take back Nick. He's got a great relationship with God, and the rain would come for. He'd be raining all sorts of places for him. So
it would rain 40 days and 40 nights, Josh.
Exactly. So I take that back. He'd probably be the best one. Yeah, I don't know. Tom, I don't know.
No, Brady would be farming. He'd have kale.
He'd have kale, and he'd probably have avocados and doing the smart and nutritional plants and,
And
stuff like
he'd
that.
be yelling at the cantaloupe, chewing it out.
Yeah, I'm going with Sam. Sam, he's a SoCal kid. He's a beachy guy. I've seen. I don't know if he'd survive on the farm.
Sam Darnold wouldn't. Yeah. How often do you talk to Sam?
We talk pretty often, probably at least once or twice a week. Whether it's personal texts, if it's Instagram, direct messages with our group chats, if it's Call of Duty, sometimes we get online and play video games with each other. So it's pretty often.
I love what you're doing with this cereal. Tell my audience what you're doing and who it's benefiting.
Yeah, so Josh's Jacks, thanks to PLBSE, it's in a sports entertainment group that kind of allowed me to go out and get a cereal. But it's available at Tops and Wegmans, and majority of a portion of the proceeds go to Oshai Children's Hospital. And I've been working with Oshai since I first got here 3 years ago. And, I'm able to kind of go in and talk with these kids. And, unfortunately, throughout coronavirus, it's all been virtual. But, it's something special to my heart that this cereal benefits such a good cause. And it can really help, fund this hospital with, necessities that they need, especially in trying times like this. So it's been awesome. And I'm really looking forward to continuing my relationship with Oshai Children's Hospital.
Yeah, the cereal is Josh Jacks, JAQ''S, proceeds benefiting the Children's Hospital in Buffalo. I was just thinking about this with the pistachios. When you go to market, you just call them Josh's Nuts.
Trust me, we've thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Who doesn't want Josh's Nuts? You're speechless.
I don't know. I'd eat them.
You're going to be a mogul. You're going to be a tycoon. Hey, it's great to talk to you. Congrats on your success. Thanks for being a good sport, and good luck.
I appreciate you. Thanks for having me on, Dan.
Josh Allen.